Hi guys, I'm Rachel Wilson. I am the set designer slash props master for the show Anonymous. Come see the show. So basically when Josh asked me to be his set designer, the first thing I thought about was how can I transform the space of the cab? With this story, there's a lot of just kind of storytelling and bringing people into each other's lives. So I was kind of on the roll with that. And then I kind of basically started with the idea of how can I welcome people into the story? How can I change the space so that they're involved with this area and they don't just feel like, oh, we're just sitting in a room. So I kind of started with this kind of like tent idea, and then I worked with Brittany and I worked with a few other members of UTS / School of Drama, and they told me what I could do, and it kind of just ended up as this. It started off with a blue color palette because of the water that's in the story. Then we kind of were going off of like other colors, and I just kind of grabbed tans and browns and then just kind of wanted them to all conform together. And it took a lot of tie line and a lot of hands to hang it all up, but I think I definitely, not to toot my own horn, but succeeded in just making it so that it felt different than how the cab normally does. So in Anonymous, it's actually supposed to be a raft because the story has a lot of immigration aspects to it. You know, unfortunately, a lot of people, I guess, stereotypically immigrate on rafts. I don't know. But that's how it's written in the story. I've seen some adaptations where it was actually a surfboard instead of a raft too. Josh told me he didn't want a surfboard, and I personally didn't want a raft. I kind of wanted to think of something else. So when we were having production meetings, I was like, hey guys, give me ideas that float on the water, because I could not think of anything. And then Bela, our stage manager, came out of nowhere and said, what about a lily pad? What about a flower? And I was like, holy shit, that makes sense, because a goddess is who's coming out on this. So I figured, why not have the goddess come out on something beautiful and make her even more of the goddess she deserves to be. And then when we built it, Bela actually thought she made a joke, and she didn't know we were taking her seriously. So she was surprised to see that we actually went through with her idea. So here's the lily pad.
It's made like a butt scooter.
It's so
I'm gonna scoot. Oh my gosh!
In the show, we have a butcher. It was a step-by-step process. I've never made fake food before. But I started off by buying the clear table mats and then just mixing paint so that it looks like blood, smearing that all over the place. And then I Googled, suggested an idea where you can make these meat out of milk jugs. So I have a couple of barista friends. Ask them for some milk jugs because I drink cartons, so I don't have those. And I just paper mache them and paint them like this. So like at first you wouldn't think of it, but then once I tell everyone what they are, they're like, oh yeah, I can totally see it. The sausages are just made out of foam because that was just scrap material I had. Obviously, like, they're flat and not round. I just didn't want to take the time to sand them. And then what they're actually wrapped in is pantyhose. So that way they're links. And then I painted them with fake blood. He'll have a real one that the actors will eat on stage as well. So that's the butcher table.